Welcome everybody to Rewind the Times. Hey guys, man, this has been an absolutely super busy week for me between work and I have the meter guy coming to my house. I've been cleaning downstairs, which has been really cool because I have so much toys stacked downstairs. My toy collection is so big, it really is, and it's actually fun because I'm starting to go through the stuff and see what I have. That because my space is kind of limited, I can only put up certain things. But I'm getting to a point as a toy collector where I know what I love and I know the things that I like. And I'm gonna actually add a shelf over here. Not a shelf. I'm sorry, a bookshelf. About a four shelf bookshelf that I'm gonna add right in the corner over there. I have enough space. It'll be perfect. But I kind of want to showcase certain things. Um, another thing that I really am interested in, and this is what's making me do this, is two things. I love Friday the 13th. I love Jason. I have an amazing Jason collection that me and my oldest son really love. I'm a big Friday the 13th Part 2 Sackhead Jason. I love the video game. I love the movie. I love all the movies, to be honest with you, but I really love that movie a lot. And I like the figure. And my son is a big Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. He loves Roy. He likes the toys. So something that we bond together with. So I started putting up my Jason toys, and I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like. I got so much stuff scattered everywhere because I started pulling some stuff up, and I want to showcase the things I really truly love. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to find more things that I like. Well, not how can I say, it's not more things that I like, but things that I've always loved. But now that I have the space, I just want to showcase it more. There are certain things that I am gonna get rid of. Excuse me, guys. Getting tired. I'm getting ready for work. I'm gonna be at work tonight already. But I love Power Rangers too. I seen a special yesterday. Netflix is getting the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. I'm a big yellow Power Ranger. I like Trini, and I like Zach, the Black Ranger. And it's so cool because he's back. Power Rangers. I'm 42 years old. Power Rangers was something that I grew up on. Not ashamed to admit that. I still love the Power Rangers, the old G Power Rangers. I still like those Power Rangers. I really don't understand the new ones. I try to watch a little bit, but it just doesn't click like it used to. Matter of fact, here's a little example of what I'm gonna be putting up. Remember these? These are the old 8-inch ones from 1993. I have I have Trini. I actually have two Trinis. They're both brand new. These are actually both brand new. I'm gonna take one out of the box. I'm gonna leave one in the box, and then I'm gonna take one out of the box and leave one in the box. And I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna do like a nice setup of all my Power Ranger stuff. 'Cause I do got a bunch of Power Ranger stuff. I love these, man. These are just looking at this just brings back so many good memories. I can't wait to showcase this. So I wanted to go over my Jason collection and just show you the way I did it. It actually looks pretty cool. I set it up where the character from that movie is in front of his box. So let's go over there real quick. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I thought I was gonna get my King His toy in today, but unfortunately that did not come in. So let's start from over here. So that's the video game Jason from the Nintendo version. I got him. And then there's Sackhead Jason from Part 2. And what I did too is I gave them a weapon from the movie that was like iconic. So in Part 3, that's Part 3 Jason. That's where he first gets his helmet, the mask, and the harpoon gun. If you guys remember where he shot it at Victoria's face, I believe. And then there's Part 4. The first time you ever see Pamela Voorhees, her grave. And then the scene that I like in that movie is where he cuts the guy's head with the saw, the hacksaw in the hospital. And then this is really cool. This one I love. This is the dream sequence from part 5 in the beginning. And look, if you notice, what's in his hand is the machete. That's the part that he gets up with. I love that. And there's the grave, the tombstone from that. And then there's Part 5, the imitation Jason, as people say, it's Roy. And he has the hedge clippers kill. And then there's Part 6. Oh, I love that one. I put like a little glue, not glue. It's like a tacky stuff in his hand, so it looks like he's holding her head. Isn't that cool looking? And then obviously there's this famous, there's that spare from the beginning. And here's pot 7. I love this Jason. This might be my favorite Jason look wise. That is so cool looking. Look at that. And that's the weapon that he uses it barely in the movie. It would have been really cool to see that kill, but unfortunately that movie was hacked to pieces, as even Kane Hodder was saying. And then there's the reboot. As he's throwing an axe, he's running and throwing an axe. And then there's Freddy vs. Jason. There's Ken Kerringer, which, sorry Ken, it should have been Kane Hodder. So there's my Jason collection. It's actually kind of cool, huh, man? How the way I have it, and they're in front of each other. I'm really hoping that they keep continuing with the Jasons, with Pot 8 and Pot 9. Jason Goes to Hell and Jason Takes Manhattan, because each Jason had their own mask, their own look. Like Jason 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, or should I say, or as we all know, Jason goes on a boat ride for 10 minutes and takes Manhattan for 10 minutes. Because he was not in New York at all. I love the Crystal Lake Memory. If you guys ever seen that DVD documentary about Friday the 13th, it's hilarious because it cost so much money to film in New York, because literally it's, you got to shut down the city and everything, that they can only do it for like a day and a half. So some scenes, most of the movie they filmed was in Vancouver, and then they filmed a few scenes in New York. So Kane Hodder said it was so cool that, because there was a scene where they're in Madison Square type, like, downtown, and they shut it down, and they were filming a scene, and he walks out and turns, like during a take, and he looks at the crowd with his mask on, and the fucking fans went nuts. He said it was like the most adrenaline rush he ever had. So that's pretty cool. But in part 8, he has a very wet, how can I say, like a slick look, and the mask is much different from Pot 7. Because remember, in Pot 7 the mask burst, so in this one it's like a much flatter mask, like a wider mask. And then in Pot 9, his look is so different. I like what Kane Hodder said. The mask, because it is Pot 9, it's like 9 years of Jason. The mask is kind of like, now his head is kind of like grown over the mask, but the mask is like now embedded into his skin, and his hair's hanging out of it, and he's got like a bulky look. I like the look of that too. I like the look of all of them. I mean, from the Orient, from the original, which we all know, Part 1 was Pamela Voorhees, his mother. But from Part 2, the evolution of Jason is just really cool. I'm one of the people that I really do like how it has changed over time. Where unlike Freddy Krueger or even like the Michael Myers, how really over time the masks have changed. Even though Halloween 1 and 2, it's still the same mask. What it was is in Halloween 2, that mask was I believe it was under the God, I can't think of his name. The guy who did the movies. I can't think of his name, but his wife had the mask, and it was like underneath her bed, and just from being underneath the bed all the time and the sun hitting it, that's why it looks the way it does. But it actually is the same mask from Part 1. And then Part 3 was Season of the Witch, which is a great movie. It's really a great standalone movie. It's really, really good. And then Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, they're all different looks. Halloween, H2O, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, Halloween I'm coming fucking back, whatever the hell the name of it is. The next one's going to be. They're all different looks. I like that. I think it brings a mystique to the movie. I think it brings a... I think it gives each movie, even though they're continuations, I think the mask gives each movie its own identity. And the same thing with the Friday the 13th. I think each mask, it gives each movie an identity, because you can look at the mask and go, oh, okay, Part 2. Oh, Part 6. Part 8. Part 7. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. Even something small from Jason Part 3, which is in 3D, really cool, to Part 4, because in 3D he gets the mask, and then in Part 4 is where he gets hit up here in the top of the head with the meat cleaver, and it splits the mask. Oh, the axe. I'm sorry, the axe, and it splits the mask. So now all of a sudden it takes that, and all of a sudden in Part 5, because it's an imitation mask, which is different because that's the only Jason that has the blue, which is really cool. So it kind of separates its own. And then Part 6 You know what I mean? It has the red on it, but this pot over here is fizzled a little bit. You know, like it's just cool. Then 7, you know, this pot is cracked over here near his mouth because in pot 6, when Tommy Jarvis throws him in the water and they put the boat on, Megan puts the boat on, it cuts underneath his chin and it chops away at the mask. So in part 7 it has pieces of the mask chip away. It's just really cool, and his look is so cool because he's been in the water for so long that you can see his Skeletor, you know, parts of his Skeletor. Which is just so cool. I think that shit's so interesting. I just, like I said, it gives each movie its own identity, and you can spot what Jason it is. I love stuff like that, and especially in Jason X, where it's, you know, it's the mask is different too. And then you got Uber Jason, which is like a metal mask, and it's just all of it's really cool to me. You know what I mean? It really is, and I love. I'm a big Jason Voorhees fan. Out of all of them, out of all the horror icons, and when I say horror icons, I consider Freddy, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Chucky. I'd say Chucky, Child's Play, Charles Lee Ray, Ghostface. I would use Ghostface. Which, by the way, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, Scream 6 came out with their trailer today. Wow, does this movie look good? March 10th, I believe. I am fucking excited to see this movie. It looks so scary. I'm very fortunate where, you know, I grew up, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, you know, that whole thing. 1996, it was in January or around Christmas when they played the first trailer for the Scream movie. And we didn't know what it was. It looked super scary, something super different. Horror was not on an uprise as it was. And this came around, it redefined horror. And that trailer back in 1996 was so good. And this trailer, I love it, man. It's in the city. They take it out of Woodsboro and put it into New York City. Oh, man, I'm so super excited to see this movie. So, I don't know who the killer is going to be, but that's always the fun part, too, the guessing part. You know, it's a guessing part. I love that. You know, so you guys haven't checked that. If you guys have a chance, check out that trailer. It just came out today. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna relax for a little bit. I have so much more that I want to show you guys. Man, I got so many. Real quick, I'm gonna actually turn the camera around real quick. I'm gonna show you something really quick, which is really cool. I'm working on too. I got my Friday the 13th Part 3 when he's on the bridge. Some more Part 6 toys. Part 2, Part 5, another Part 6, and then back here I got some the Jason reboot, and then Part 4. So I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna be putting away. Looking forward to sharing with you guys and making some videos. Hopefully you guys like it. You know, I got 115 subscribers, man. I gained like 2 or 3 more subscribers in the last couple of days. I want to say thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the channel. Like I said, man, I know I don't have lots and lots of subscribers, but I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you guys leave a comment, I will definitely, as you guys know, Aaron knows. I always talk to Aaron and Angelo. Angelo, how you doing, brother? One of the guys I always talk to all the time. Super cool dude. And another thing, guys, if you guys have any video requests, you know, if I have it, I'll love to talk about it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna lay down. I got work about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm gonna try to get about an hour of sleep. It's pouring rain over here on the East Coast. So, hey guys, take care of yourself, and remember, man, God first and family. And until the next video, peace.